You know what I've noticed about myself, and I don't know if this is like God shining down on me or anything, but whenever I'm out for a run and I have to take a shit, I'll always find a porta potty in a neighborhood.
That's how you think God is shining down on you?
A little bit.
Dude, if at any point you think like, man, I'm really growing, think about what you just... Dude, this is what the chicks will be like, I fucking like a guy like this. He just grabbed me by the back of the head and just that's... Yeah, God was really shining. Imagine on a first date, you're like, you know, God's really been shining down on you. And she's gonna be like, oh my God, this is gonna be something really nice. Like, yeah, I was on a run the other day. I needed shit. I found a porta potty in the backyard of a construction site.
I'm really excited for this because it's going to be a treat. We might have just enough propane for the entire episode. So
Listen,
that'll be fun.
you can go medium, you can go rare on a steak. I don't know about chicken. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna need propane.
We could do it.
Are you taking notes, guy? Emmett, look at fucking Emmett, dude. This guy.
I'm excited, man. A lot of people are pumped about the show. We should actually.
He's looking to climb fucking ladders, bro.
We should probably do station identification. This is Big Al's Grill ASMR. We're coming to you live right now from Mar Vista Park, where it feels good to be back, doesn't it, Jay?
What do you mean back?
I mean, you've actually never been here. So this is Jay Larson.
Dude, I didn't come to a kids party here the other day and sit over there and then say something that offended every mother there. Now they don't even look me in the eye when I see them. I swear to God.
What'd you say?
We're sitting there, dude. Listen to me. I'm at the age, there are these parents, they stay for the kids party. I'm like, no, the kids are old enough. I drop, I leave, I come back. I'm waiting to pick my daughter up. And there's like 4 moms sitting around with the 8-year-old next to him talking about the Joan Benet Ramsey documentary. They're like, no, so she was captured, then she was murdered, they don't know when, and I go, guys! And they all look at me, they're like, oh, have you seen it? I go, no, why are you talking about this in front of an 8-year-old? And then they all look at me and I go, you know what, it's not my kid, I shouldn't say anything. And now I see that mom and she won't even look me in the eye, won't talk to me. I say, how you doing? They're like, nope.
How offended do people get when you you do offer any sort of maybe don't do this in front of the kids?
Here's the deal. Do you think you don't have kids? Do you think it's appropriate to talk about a Joan Benet Ramsey documentary in front of 8-year-olds?
I don't know. I kind of joke around with my little cousins and give them cigarettes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good vibe.
That's
You're
a good
cool
vibe.
uncle,
They're like 5.
You know what I
I go you want one of these? I'm just kidding, dude.
They start smoking like this.
Yeah.
They're like legit. They know how to block the wind.
They do the dice.
Dicing it up. Anyway, I made it a goal for 2025 to not give unsolicited advice. So I probably should have just let it go, but I just can't deal.
You can probably break it for this pod. I mean, I like talking to you because you're the elder statesman. I see you crushing at the store all the time and just kind of honestly crushing life a little bit as a man in his 70? No, 40.
Bro. You know what I did this morning? You want to talk about crushing at life? You know what I did this? My lady and I started going to the gym together. You ever go to the gym with a lady?
Yeah, it's awful.
It was the best, dude.
What do you mean it's the best? You're always doing separate exercises?
Nah, dude, she tried to pick up my weight. She's like, how do you lift that?
Oh my God. You're such a mush, dude.
Just get out of my
You're
face.
a ham. Yeah, she goes, oh, Jay, how do you lift this? I'm so weak.
Why don't you get those 10-pounders, babe?
Didn't hear that.
What are we making today?
We're going to do chicken sandwiches. I got pesto. I got some buffalo mozzarella.
You say buffalo, huh?
Yeah, buff. What are you supposed to say?
Buffalo?
Buffalo? I think that's not right.
Well, it's we got this buffalo mozz. How do you feel about...
Wait, before... What?
Go ahead. Who's running the show?
I am.
I mean, who's running the show?
I mean, you've been kind of crushing it. I mean, usually we say funny stuff on the show, and I've been kind of dropping the ball the past couple episodes, so...
Why, getting too serious?
No, not even getting too serious. I just feel like I've been talking about dumb shit that doesn't matter, but... Dude,
hey, when did you have a layover in Dubai and pick up that watch? Tell me.
You like this bad boy?
You like the dainty watches,
the little
huh?
lady watches, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of a lady watch, little dainty boy, dude.
I like that.
I'm trying to go, skiing with Mr. Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. You think you guys would vibe?
No, dude. I want to stuff that guy in a fucking locker.
Do you?
Nah, he's cool as hell, dude. He reminds me of the guy in high school who definitely started smoking tobacco out of a pipe. To be like, yeah, dude, that's right. I can do whatever I want because I'm driving more than anybody else in my school.
He feels like the guy that if he's like, hey, do you want to come over after school? Just a couple friends. They're going to be 2 chicks there. And he'd be on a bass guitar, but it's still sounding dope. You're like, you play bass? I dabble. And
yeah. It's like, where are your parents at? He's just like, they come and go.
They come and go. They let me stay. Yeah, he's the kid whose parents went out of town and let him stay at home.
Exactly. I think we're doing like a big grad party here, dude. Invite whoever. And you're like, invite whoever. I can bring other people to this great house.
We're not even graduating.
Yeah,
You're throwing a graduation party?
He's throwing a graduation for all the seniors. Man, so jealous of the juniors who were like friends with all the seniors. But at the same time, it's kind of like a sad move when they're like you ever like grow up and then the kids that were like friends with all the seniors when they were juniors in high school, and you're like, and they're like, oh, I have like no one to hang out with. It's like,
who offers the most specific scenario and goes, hey, have you ever this? And you're like, no one's. How many people are doing that? You know when I did experience that? I did actually in college, but only because all my friends graduated in 4 years and I graduated in 5. So I'm hanging out with all the underclassmen, you know?
Yeah, it's a completely different scenario.
Where'd you go to college?
St. Anselm.
Same school.
Same school, yeah.
Are you on the notable alumni list on Wiki?
No, but they keep hitting me up to do the spring comedy thing.
What is it?
They just do like the Spring Fest or whatever, and they
why
want me
don't
to
you do it?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to
Cash
go back
ain't right,
again.
huh? They don't have the cash.
It's not
Hey,
right.
St. A's, get the cash right.
St. Anselm, shout out to St. Anselm College, just won their first Division II national title in women's field hockey.
That's all right. It's Anselm, but...
St. A's. We'll just call it St. A's. Agreed. You know where I read that? Sports Illustrated.
Well, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you know how they do the faces in the crowd section? Yeah, that was like one of the faces in the crowd was like a 5th year whatever, and she was like, she got the most turnbuckles or whatever they do for points. And
Turnbuckles?
I don't know what they do for points in field hockey.
You think of WWF there, bro, getting your face smashed in the turnbuckle.
Yeah, the most alley-oops in women's field hockey. All right, I think we're going to have enough. We're going to have enough propane, which is exciting.
No one scrapes against the thing. You go with it.
No, I go against.
No one goes against.
Well, I go up and down.
That's where you want to be. Why would you ever need to go against? I mean, let's talk to the guys over at the, let them know. You know what I'm saying? Has anyone ever gone like, oh yeah, let's do it. Oh, particles are flying everywhere.
Doing up and down now.
We're learning a lot together, me and you. Why? I say you do that spring formal. All right, hold on a second. Did you ever throw parties in high school? Did you throw parties at your house?
I was never allowed, dude. My dad threatened me with death if that ever happened.
You want to know if someone's square, ask them if they've ever thrown a party and be like, I wasn't allowed to. No one's allowed to! You do it when they're out of town.
They're never out of town, dude.
I know, that's true.
They're never out of town because they know you would.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. They knew I would, but here's the problem. I lived in Bridgewater, and I lived in one of those towns where, like, went to a commuter high school, so a lot of my friends are spread out.
What do you mean? It's a private school?
Private school, Catholic, all-boy Catholic high school.
One?
BC High.
You went to BC High, guy.
I told you this.
I know, but I don't remember anything. I really don't.
The early onset setting in?
I think I might be early onset.
Super
I don't
early
remember anything. I met a guy the other night. I opened for Sal Volcano a lot, and we were like after show, and we're all hanging out, and there's this guy there, and I'm chatting with him. And I'm like, I'm Jay, by the way. He goes, yeah, no, we met in San Diego. I go, oh, we did? And he goes, yeah. I go, when? And Sal's like, remember we did that show? I go, I don't remember that at all. And he goes, you don't remember us all going out to dinner? We all went out to dinner. We had a dinner together.
Dude, if you spent more than 4 hours with someone and you couldn't even like put the name together?
No, name? I still don't know the name. I met him again. I think I got it.
I think you got it.
I think I got it.
Yeah, the early onset's putting in. But that's, yeah.
All right, so.
Can I go back to my story?
Yeah, sure. I thought I was the guest. My bad.
It's my show, so, and you've already like criticized my grill raking technique.
What else? But you like when I give you these critiques.
I do like it. Yeah, I do like it.
I set you straight.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm living this nebulous, like I'm floating through space like McConaughey in Interstellar. Yeah. Honestly, more apt would probably be Brad Pitt and Ad Astra. You ever seen that one?
I have seen it.
Yeah, because he's like, it's like kind of.
But it wasn't as good as Interstellar.
No, it sucks, but I'm nebulous right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm in thin air. And sometimes I need like you to come in and be like, hey,
I'll ground you.
I'm Saturn, come in the orbit, let's swing around a little bit and then we'll refuel.
Saturn's been out, every night right now.
It's been out?
Saturn,
You've been dating a fucking crystal girl, dude.
No, it's not. I got kids, bro. That's what you do.
Yeah, you're like my lady.
If you got kids and you walk outside and you don't find planets in the sky for them, you're a shitty parent. That's just the bottom line.
How many planets can you recognize right now?
Right now, Mars is out. You can see Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter. But one night on the 25th of January, they're all going to be in a line, boom, across the sky with them. Whatever, guys. I'm not here to. I'm not doing a planetarium showcase.
No, this is a planetarium show now.
At the Museum of Science. You ever go to the Museum of Science?
Guy, did I ever go to the Museum of Science?
Let's get back to high school parties. Me and my brother.
Let's go back.
Me and my brother threw a keg party.
Why don't you come around? Let's throw the chicken on.
Yeah. This should be interesting. Is it marinated at all?
Well, I'm going to throw some marination on there.
What do you mean? You don't throw marinade on when it's on the grill. You marinate in it.
Oh, whatever. I didn't have a lot of time this morning.
You gonna leave them folded up like that?
Yeah, I am. So they're better for sandwich sizes.
Yeah, I know, but that's gonna cook on the inside.
That's a good point. Probably wouldn't.
What made you decide that you were gonna be the guy who grills? Did your dad grill when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah, all the time. But every time I would go on somebody's podcast, I was like, oh, this feels like such a pressure to be funny.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, when am I the most relaxed? And that's when I'm grilling with my friends.
Yeah. You know, the first time I had a grill wasn't
care.
until I was.
Whatever.
What do you think? I give a fuck about your little story. Me and my buddies. I don't.
Yeah, I think most people find it very endearing.
I think it is sweet. No, I love that you're gonna cook for me. You kidding me?
Yeah, come on, dude. Most of these podcasts, you can't even get a fucking, like, seltzer water.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't. We never had a grill as a kid. Single mom. You had no grill.
What were you guys using? Microwave master?
Oh my God! Well, my Nana cooked everything, you know. So I didn't have the first time I had a grill. I was 27, I think.
Oh, so you're same age as what I am now.
Yeah.
You're what, 40?
48.
Wow.
49 in a couple weeks.
You look great for 48.
I appreciate that.
And you know what I'll also say?
I think I look good if I was 42. You know what I'm saying? What's up, babe? I don't even know who's out there.
What's up, babe? Lean in. What's up, babe?
This is the good thing about you. You're down for whatever. You have a good time. Every now and then I offend you. You know what I mean? You're like, Jesus, just take it easy. I'm trying to hang. And I'm like, well, do you have older brothers and sisters?
I'm the oldest.
That's what it is, dude.
That's what it is, man.
Check this out to everyone watching. And let me ask you, anyone who is the oldest loves being around older people because you never had an older brother.
That's exactly
And I
right.
love being around people younger than me because I never had a younger brother or sister. I'm the youngest of 4. Like, I always wish I had someone to shit on like I do you. You know what I mean?
I think I did too much shitting on, and I wish someone to do the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yes. Symbiosis. So me and my brother throw this keg party one time. Let me see. It's fucking nice, huh?
Ah!
We throw this keg party, my mom's out of town. The next day, my brother's on my ass. He's like, we gotta clean up this house. And I go, we're fine. He goes, there are sneaker prints on the ceiling. And I look up and it's my print. I was like, oh yeah. We were doing keg stands. Remember keg stands?
I love a keg stand.
I love a great keg stand.
There's great videos. You know what I did? We would always throw parties at my buddy Justy's house. Shout out to Justy Fine.
Justy. Sorry about the name, kid.
Shout out to Justy, but we would always throw parties at his house, and his mom would always go, Alec, you're in charge. All right, keep him in line, because she wouldn't trust Justy, and I'd be like, all right, you got it. And like the minute she would leave, I would just be like, call everybody, let's go, get the keg, let's do it.
Alec, you read the newspaper in the morning, you're in charge.
Yeah, and then she would come home on cue. I knew she would come home, and she would just go, what is this? Alec, what happened? I go, he didn't listen. Nobody listened to me.
No one listens to me.
I tried to throw on a movie. Nobody liked it. I was like, let's order pizza and stay in, and then 50 people showed up.
I love that. Remember that? That was life when you could just be like, hey, we have a location, everyone come here. And then it was just like, where should we be? Like, where everyone's gonna be.
Dude, we had to create places for us to go to. We made a fort in the woods in like high school.
Yeah, of course.
We called it the Trough. It was fort backwards. Pretty creative.
Oh my God.
You can tell.
Poet Society,
You
baby.
can tell I was gonna be a pretty artistic guy growing up.
Were you guys reciting poetry in there and shit?
Yeah, dude. If poetry was just like.
No, what were you doing?
Yeah, just reading the label of like. Of Rolling Rock cans being like, this old Latrobe 33. And we're like, that rules.
I love Rolling Rock.
Emmett likes it, dude. Emmett's behind the camera. Emmett, just every now and then make sure it's still rolling, please.
Emmett's new. This is first Ep for Emmett or what?
First Ep for Emmett.
What number episode is this? Let me guess. 49.
25.
25.
We're kind of cooking, honestly, with Eps, which is pretty good.
No pun intended, guys. No pun intended there. He doesn't even know why it would be a pun. I got so much to teach you.
Let's flip these over.
Did you ever think you'd be the what?
Think those good grill marks?
I love those grill marks. Did you ever think you'd be the guy who is just posting up in the park grilling?
Kind of feel like that's where I was always meant to be.
I used to do this with like this other park in Santa Monica with a friend I'm no longer friends with. You have any of those?
Plenty, dude. Why? What happened? You just didn't see the vision?
Yeah, you know. You get divorced, Alec, and people come and go. You know what I mean? They come and they go.
They pick sides.
They go. Yeah, they sometimes. Sometimes they, you know.
Well,
Damn, look at these rolls, huh?
Look at these. What does these remind you of?
Titties?
Yeah, pretty good.
Thanks. Hey, oh, no knife, huh?
Nope.
Just gonna finger tear, huh? Dude, that looks nice. Where'd you get that roll?
Ralph's.
Ralph's.
Yeah, I hate TJ's. I'm anti-TJ's.
You got a bag from there.
All right, this is broken.
That's yours.
That one's mine.
We'll feed the ducks later. When's the last time you fed a duck?
When's the
Dude,
last time you took a stroll and fed a duck?
We should go. Knowing you could be like, I do it every Thursday.
I've been practicing my pigeon voice. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hold on.
That's not bad.
No, I know, but there's a higher level I can get to here.
Wow.
There you go.
That sounds like a turkey, though. This is why we get along, because I'm currently doing a bit. You're gonna fuck this up every time. Let me break my own roll. Give me my own roll.
You want your own?
Yeah, I want to do it. I do a bit right now about calling a bird. This is why we get along. I'm not doing it here. No, I ain't doing it. Don't even ask. I ain't doing it.
Do it. Just do it. Oh yeah, we actually have a strict no bit. We have a no bits policy
You
on
got
the
a
show.
knife right there.
Yeah, what did I say?
I don't know, but you're sitting there tearing them open. Give me this.
Yeah, because we're men.
Yeah, well, I like a real Sandy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Emmett, you want all the fixins?
We're making this guy one?
Yeah, of course we are. We have 4 strips.
Unbelievable. I didn't know if we were doing 2s.
No, come on.
Emmett, let me get one of those beers, huh? You want one?
Yeah, let me grab one. We're gonna do that. I got some pesto.
Listen, Emmett's probably not going to listen to this back, but feel the temperature of these beers. You might want to think twice about getting a different videographer.
Thanks, Emmett. Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, Emmett, man.
All right, say cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
This is for the thumbnail. Lads. It's good though.
I love when craft beer came around and then all of a sudden labels became interesting and unique, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, I was immersed in the craft beer world because in Denver, all the stand-up comedy, or like a lot of it, was at breweries.
Yeah.
So like, you know, your drink ticket, sometimes you ended up just 1-2 drink tickets and you're like, I'm fucked up right now because I just had 3 Devil's Dick IPAs.
They're 21%.
21% for no reason. And you're like, hey, can I just get like some water? It's like, yeah, we have hop water. I'm like,
nah, I'm just looking to hydrate.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if the hardworking people who like set up all the like the big warehouses and all the hubs of industry in Denver just knew that they were all just going used to like making shitty beer, how do you think they would feel about that?
Why? You don't think it was good beer?
Some of the beers, dude, sometimes like people will open up breweries, especially in Denver, they were like popping up all the time where it's just like, why?
Yeah.
We're like, this is called Cotton Candy IPA. It's like, for who?
Who's doing this?
Who's this for?
My cousin opened up a distillery in Colorado.
Was it Stranahan's?
She does white whiskey, not in Denver. It's like, I forget where she is.
Oh, man.
You got a dog?
Get mesmerized by that dog?
I just think it's interesting. My daughter's making me get a cat. I'd love to have a dog. I just travel too much.
Me too. I want one really bad. I want to get a cat and name him like Shit Rock or something.
Shit Rock. Yeah, that seems cool.
Shit Rock the cat. Shitty the cat.
Shitty?
Hey, come here, little shitty. It's fun.
I'd maybe workshop that a little bit, you know?
You don't think so? Well, dude, women hate it, especially when they say it. When women tell me they're getting a pet, I'll just start throwing out names. They hate them so much.
I'm sure they do.
And I'll go, you should name him Barf.
And they're just like, How did I? They're like, did you just come out of a cave? Did I just yank you out of a cave?
Yeah, they're like, we were thinking like Cullen, and I was like,
Cullen?
yeah, or like they'll say like, you
The
know,
fourth Culkin brother?
exactly, or I'll be like, what about Beef?
Beef.
Dude, imagine you had Beef the cat.
No.
Beef the cat's great.
I've already
Bar for Rufus.
I'd take Rufus,
Rufus is good.
but that's more of like a bulldog name. I'm going through the cat name shit because we're getting one in 2 weeks. My daughter sent me a Google invite.
You gotta let the girl choose the name.
She's we'll see.
All right.
She wants to choose the cat. I said, the cat chooses you. You don't choose the cat. That's nice.
That's perfect, I think. That's nice and pillowy. So we're gonna do one sandwich here. I almost picked that up with my hands.
You could. You're the chef.
I think that's probably good.
So you don't even know how to like check the like, you know how to do this shit
This
for
is
like
all for show.
for steak?
No.
Medium rare, medium, shit like
Dude,
that.
they're thin, you know?
I'm not talking, I know they're thin.
Okay. Do you want this one?
I don't want mine folded. I want that piece.
Okay, got it. Gee, a lot of demands.
I'm the guest. Actually, give me this one.
Also, is this a top or a bottom?
That's a bottom, just like you.
You want this one?
Yep.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, so then we'll have the fixins over here. I got some marinated mozzarella balls.
Oh, that looks nice.
So I think, Emmett, write this down. Table. Like plastic table.
Yeah, you need a little side table. I'm trying to think if I have any. You don't camp, huh?
No, not at all.
See, I camp, so we got like.
You got all the shit.
I don't have a.
You want some pesto?
Yes, 100%. I like where you're at with this. The pezzo, the mozzies.
I'm gonna throw this right here for you. Throw a couple balls on there. Do you want two? You want 2 pieces of chicken? You're eating one. I'm not.
What
You're not just
other one?
come by and take notes on like my blood pressure and like whatever else is going on in this episode.
Guy's doing what he's supposed to do, man.
I know, but at the end of the day, it's like, if I can make it worth your while, bro. 2025 is gonna be good. We have to have a serious conversation, you and I, because
About what?
I'm getting back into the dating pool and I need your help.
Oh my God. Haven't you been in the dating pool?
For like what? Like a couple months, but not even a couple months.
Why?
honestly,
Were you
like
with
2.
someone?
No.
Then what? How do you get back in the dating pool? What do you mean? I don't know what's going on. Are you just banging strange? That's what
Yeah,
you're saying?
of course.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I take that, pop that down.
Oh, dude.
See? Tell me that's not good stuff. Why don't you go over there and show the camera?
All right. What I like to do, we did a little pesto, and then I cut up these mootsies because God knows. Look at that roll, huh? Floured nice.
That's money.
Now what happens? I just chill while you.
Yeah, just chill. I mean, I'm gonna make the other sandwiches. Eat it, have fun.
Well, what do you want to get back in the dating pool for? You want a lady?
No, man, I think I just want to kind of like date with intention. Do you know what I mean? And you are a guy who, every time I speak to you about like, whenever you, like who you're dating, you do it so intentionally and with so much forethought.
Not always.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like that.
Well, what happened was I started dating with intention and was very clear about what I was looking for. And the second I did that, that's exactly what I found.
Nice.
You know what I mean? You find what you're looking for if you're clear about what you want. What do you want? So you don't want a serious relationship, or you do?
I don't know, man. I don't really think I know. I think it'd be nice to have like something that's like consistent in a certain degree.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I'm all over the place here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good. No, go nuts. How's that saying go?
Can we talk about your fashion sense?
Sick as hell?
I like, because here's the deal. I'm older, so like the bulky shoes and the bulky pants, look at that bulge. I can't get down with, and like the ladies watch, but it always works for you, you know?
I'm trying to go
Big sweatshirts you wear.
Yeah, late 90s, big sweatshirts. I mean, if you saw what the high school kids were wearing, like they dress like they're all in Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Why are you hanging out with high school kids?
They're my coworkers at the climbing gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have a choice in that matter.
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of sad. I mean, not really. It's kind of sick because I'm like, oh, what are you working on, the Common app? It sounds hard. I'm gonna double up. I hope that's okay with everybody.
Where is most of your dating happening?
Honestly, like I like to go in person. Like if I see somebody in person, I'll just ask them out straight up, or
Yeah.
I'll go up to them and just go like,
Yeah.
you know, say something really stupid. I think I'm just gonna start going up to women and being like, that I like make eye contact with like more than once at a bar and just being like, you think this date's going pretty well?
Yeah. I think that would work for you.
Just going like, I think I'm having a great time, so pretty fun.
You have no hesitation with that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I think I hate how women are like, you know, guys don't make the first move anymore.
They don't.
I don't know, do they? I mean, it's not like, I don't think it's as middle school coded as people think. I think, you know, well, maybe it's just also so easy to like set it up while you're like, you know, at the gym, like on the treadmill, swiping on Hinge. This is great for the audio while I'm taking a fucking paper bag. We have Em in here because he says the audio sucks.
Well, it's an ASMR pod, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's in the name.
That should be like the #1 thing you're focused on.
Back to dating. Let's
Yeah,
go back
tell
to
me.
dating. I don't really. We
Tell
don't,
me
need,
what
we don't
the-
need to talk biz.
Tell me the different stages of dating you've been in.
Well, in LA, man, I was dating this girl, and it was going really well until it wasn't.
What was her name?
I don't want to say on the pod.
No, I want first and last.
What?
What?
First and last. Nah, I mean, yeah,
You're dating. It's going well.
I just feel like it's
How long were you dating?
like 6 months.
Okay. How long into dating did you bang?
First night.
First night. Fucking prima nocta, baby.
Noctum opus.
I've seen Braveheart. Okay.
I'm enacting prima noctum. Hold on, I want to sit down with you and enjoy the sandwich.
I know. I can't wait to eat together.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? You're not even gonna wait for me, you slut.
I'll wait for you.
You know what I want to talk about though?
What?
Well, I don't know talk about, but I've had this thought recently.
She wanted someone serious.
When
I mean,
dudes
clearly you're not
refer to
serious.
women as-
Look at you.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You're not like a. Put it this way. I'm not serious. My son the other day. This was I don't know how many. Couple years ago said, he goes, I don't want to get old. He's at the time he was 9. He goes, I don't want to get old. I don't want to grow up. I want to be a kid. And I go, I get that. I go, but there's a couple things you have no control over, and time is one of them. You will grow no matter what. You're going to get older no matter what, and it's exponential, and you can't control it. I go, but you can control being childlike. And I go, look at me. I go, do I look like an adult? And both my kids are like, no. Because look at what we do, dude. We're comedian. All we do is try to find humor in every situation. Dude, you know how often I'm at like a function with other adults and people are talking about insurance and and I'm just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk about any of that stuff.
You go, you ever make an arm fart with your armpit?
Well, I mean, I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean?
You don't say that?
Nah.
The other night, last night I was hosting on stage at the Improv. I just took my shoes off and just went on stage with socks to see if anyone would notice.
Did anyone?
No.
Well, no one said anything.
Yeah, of course no one said anything.
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone to go, ew!
People freak out about that.
What's you know what amazes me about your dating life is the lengths of which not the lengths of which, but the thought that you do put into your planned out dates. Like when you were talking about like we're going for a walk on the beach and then I'm like reading to her some of my short stories. I was like,
That's not.
oh my God,
No,
lover
no.
boy. You're a dude, you are a lover boy, and I love that about you.
You know what's funny? I didn't even know this. Rick Glassman, he happened to be in Phoenix when I was there with Sal, and we all went out, and he goes, oh, let me show you this thing I think you'd like. And he shows me. I go, why do you think I like that? He goes, because you're like so much of what you express like is love. You're a big fan of love. And I go, no one ever told me that. I'm like, I am? So I'm not a lover boy, but the way I like to approach when I started intentionally dating, I was adamant about the idea that I'm like, I want this person to know that if we were a couple, this is how I would do things.
Whoa. That's huge.
That's how I approached it.
Okay, so
And now we're a couple.
That's good because I think a lot of guys, even myself, I think of it as the ramp up approach.
Yeah.
I say, let's take it slow. We're going to feel each other out a little bit. It's kind of like a boxer saving the final things for the later rounds.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm feeling this out. I'm going to hit a couple jabs, and then I'm going to wait to see my openings.
Then lay me out the first couple of dates. Like, what are some things that those dates would be? I'm also
come on my podcast, number one.
Hey, why don't we start this casual in the park with the camera?
Yeah, with the camera.
I'll make you a kebab. I don't know.
What do you into?
Just any food you can eat with your hands.
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to see how sloppy you'll get.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand, bro. I'm also older with kids. When you're dating and you're older with kids, people are either, especially if you're intentional and I'm looking for someone. So I was clear about what I was looking for. So I found a woman that was like, oh yeah, I'm also clear about that. So like my first couple dates were like dinner and a play, then a hike, museum and dinner. She came to some shows, picnic in the park, taught her backgammon. I'm like, these are the things that like if we were together on a Saturday afternoon, this is what I would want to be doing. That's how I approached it.
Yeah. Because I think when I'm with somebody, if we were together, I would just be like, what I want to do is sit on the couch.
I want to watch a football game on
Saturday.
Saturday.
I want to sit on the couch. I want to wear a big sweatshirt, and I just want to kind of like spoon a little bit, and then like maybe we go out and we get pizza.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I think I love doing nothing so much that I want someone to do nothing with.
Bro, and you can have that. There are women out there that it's like, oh my God, I love the idea of that. But probably not. You know
No,
what I mean?
I think it's honestly
you might want to think about.
I like how
finding
you
a guy.
couch that. There's some women out there that probably love that, but honestly, there aren't.
There are a lot of dudes though that'd be like, yo, I'm fucking down for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
I just need another dude roommate.
Who's cool spooning a little
Who's
bit.
cool spooning? Hey, come over here. Let me grab a little left tit.
You just need a bigger guy. That's all.
Need a bit.
No, but you also don't forget, like literally, you're gonna want that same balance. You know, I don't go to like plays and museums all the time. I really enjoy it. At the same time, I'm like, you know, we took a pottery class. That was super fun. I did that because I knew she would like it, but I like learning. But I want to take a dance class. I would love to be able to go out and dance, you know?
Hell yeah, dude. Nah, that'd be really cool. You know what? I also think of it as I think financially I'm not as like secure as I'd want to be like going out all the time as like I would like to with somebody that I'm dating.
Yeah.
I think that also comes into play with it. I know some guys that are my age that are going on like 4 dates a week, like out to like drinks with people. And I go, man, that's an insane amount of money to be spending like that.
I know.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because like, you know, we're comedians and I'm like, I think to myself, like, I don't know when my next paycheck's coming in.
Yeah, I know.
But
trust me, I know.
You know,
but you got to look at it like this, dude. It's just as romantic to buy $3 Chuck. Is that still a thing? I don't know.
What?
So when I was younger, Trader Joe's sold Charles Shaw for $3 a bottle of red wine, and it was like decent wine, and they called it $3 Chuck for Charles Chuck. I'm saying you get cheap wine, go to the beach and post up and watch a sunset, and chicks gonna be like, "This is the dude." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good.
You
point.
could be like, "Hey, let's
grill outside in the park.
Let's do something stupid." Yeah, man. It doesn't always have to be a home run. That's why I knew this woman that I'm with now. On our first date, we got a bottle of wine at dinner, and then I'm like, "Yo, we got to get to this play," and she's like, "Oh, should we bring this wine?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I looked at her store. I'm like, "Can we get 2 coffee cups, like to go?" She goes, "Yeah." We poured our wine, took it. I'm like, "This is a winner." You know what I mean? This chick can just as much sit down and like watch a football game as she can like go to a museum or you know.
Totally.
You got to find that balance.
It inspires me, man, because you're a guy that you do lead with love. And then you hurt my feelings real hard sometimes.
I know. Well, you know, you're talking about a guy that was hurt a lot as a kid. I like to make sure everyone gets a little hurt.
Everyone feels a little bit of a sting.
Have you listened to my comedy? It's very heartfelt and dark. But I delivered in a way like this. Like, come on!
Dude, your don't tell special killed me. It's like, go to a gratitude list.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Dude, you know what's insane is like my kids are 9 and 10. Their grasp of comedy is better than most adults. I joke around all the time. I'm like, today at breakfast, I was joking around. I go, how funny would it be, guys, if we were in the grocery store? I go, No, that's what I go. I go, here's my impression of me at a grocery store yelling at one of you, and then another adult sees me, right? So my son's over here, my daughter's you, you're my son. And I go, you better shut your goddamn... Hey, how's it going? Yeah, grapes are on sale. All right. You little fucking shit. And like, my kids, they lose it. They lose it. Their concept of comedy is so like broad. I can do sarcasm with them. My daughter says one thing, I go, when we get home, you're getting spanked. And she's like, no, I'm not, Dad.
That's so great, man.
And it's so fun because comedy usually is, we think kids need like slapstick hit over the head comedy.
Mm-hmm.
My kids have nuance, they get sarcasm.
Well, they're living with it every day. They're inundated.
I know, but a lot of parents don't communicate to kids that way because they're like, they're not old. And like, yeah, they are. They will get, they're smarter than you.
They're going to be, dude, high school is going to be crazy. They're going to be, they'll probably win most popular kid.
I don't know.
Prom queen. You think they still do prom queen king?
They do prom female and prom male.
And they're not allowed to touch.
Were you prom king?
Hmm? Oh, this is a great story. Well, again, all-boy Catholic high school.
Oh, that's right. BC
So,
High.
We don't do that shit, all right? The only prom king in a Catholic high school is the Pope.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, and we revere that, man. But I went to my friend's prom at Notre Dame Academy, and actually, sad story, her mother passed away from cancer 2 weeks before the prom. And she was a friend of mine, and I was like, hey, Lizzie, like, you know, if you don't want to go, it's fine. We could still go out, like, watch a movie, and, like, we can just hang out. You don't want to go? She's like, no, I want to go to the prom. And it was really sweet because all of her friends made it super special for her, and I tried to make sure it was as special as it could be for her. And then at the end of the night, they're like, we don't do this. This is not a thing that we do at the school, but they named her prom queen. And then she gave like this whole speech, and it was very heartfelt. And then at one point, she goes, and I want to thank my date, Alec. And I was like, oh. Is there a crown? Is there a crown?
You tear your shirt off.
Yeah, is there a crown I can throw on
Listen,
here?
I don't want to upstage Lizzie or her dead mom, but I just want to say, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I go to BC High. We're just friends. If
Yeah.
anyone here is looking to get a little FB,
Hockey team's going to the Super 8, by the way.
You
We're going to the Super 8.
We're going to Super 8. We'll be at the Garden. I'll be signing jerseys out back. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, finish up.
Talk about your mom.
If anyone needs vodka, I brought in a bunch of water bottles.
We didn't have prom king and queen. We did have homecoming king and queen.
Okay.
And they nominated 2 girls from each class to be like, and we were freshmen. And one of the girls that was nominated asked me to be her like, potential king if she won. And then it came down to all them. And then my brother was with another chick, broad.
Yeah, very good.
Slut.
The proper terminology we're using here.
You know what else? You want to talk about balance with relationships?
I do want to talk about balance in relationships. Let's get off the high school topic.
Women want to be, they don't want to just be like cared for and nurtured. They also want you to be that
dude.
That caveman guy that you talk about. You got that caveman thing down.
Yeah. I mean, I've
Dumb,
broken. Yeah.
Good looking,
Okay.
fucking, kind of, stupid. But
Like you should do like a weekend of being very lover boy, very careful, and then just break the door off the microwave for no reason.
No, I'm not saying beat him or anything.
No, I'm not saying hurt. That's not what I'm saying either. I'm just saying like be like, my fajitas, and then just rip it off, and they'll go, oh my God, he's mine.
I think it's just more about like being in control and shit.
You have to show them that sometimes you can get out of control, and you need someone to lock them. You need to be locked away in a cage, and they have the key.
They have the key.
They have the key.
That's what it all is.
They're the ones with the carrot, and they go,
Not
look
the
over
key
here.
Not the key to the heart. Let them know they got that, but then they got the key to your fucking angst. Your angst.
He was a monster, and she held the key, and there was no one who would take that key.
You know what you don't
Christian
want?
Bale.
What was that from?
I don't know. I just made that up. You like
Did
that,
you-
though? How are we doing on time, Emmett? Are all of our metrics good on the audio?
Metrics? Do you remember?
Shut the fuck up.
Do you remember Goodfellas?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Remember when
Goodfellas.
Joe Pesci says to his like girlfriend at the bar. He's like, you better fucking Bubba. Don't you, Bubba? And he walks away and she looks at her friend. She's like, he's controlling like that. And she thinks it's like a good thing.
Yeah, he goes, if he even saw me talking to another man, he'd kill him.
Yeah. That's exactly, exactly. Yeah, I don't know
That's like a point of pride.
Yeah, you don't want that level, but.
No, of course not. But, I mean, yeah, I've been an absolute moron before. Not like, it's just you have to sometimes just be stupid.
Do you still get banged up, like when you go out to bars?
I like to reserve like one night a week, like not a week, but a month.
Well, you
to
were
just
gonna say
kind
week.
of get. I was about.
I love
to say,
that you like went from week to month.
I was
Like
about
these
to
are like
couch it.
odd terms you wouldn't calculate. Like I like to get banged up. No week, not a week. What is it? It's like
Like a
we
fortnight.
don't know the difference between a day, a week, a month, a year.
Yeah, like every half moon, I'll go out and just kind of lose it.
You say I'm dating a chick with crystals.
Yeah.
Every half moon, every crescent moon, I get a little fucked
Yeah,
up.
I just kind of check my charts, see what's going on, and then I.
And what's
get a
that? Are you
six-pack.
doing shooters? You doing beers?
I don't drink hard alcohol. That's like my thing. All I do is just crush High Lifes and Bud Lights.
God, you're such trash.
I'm the man.
I'm the man. That's what you're saying after 12 beers at the. I'm the fucking man up in here.
Yeah, and they go, get down from there.
How often you get in fights at a bar?
Never. I've never gotten into a fight at a bar.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, you can't be the guy that's fighting ever.
No.
It's such a tough look, dude. And especially like, as a comedian, if we're getting into like full-blown fist fights without using our words, then you're like that's a bad look on you as a wordsmith, as a comedian.
Dude, that is the best well put I've ever heard. Because I've had so many people want to beat my face in, and I always just get out of it with words. I always do. I'll make someone look so stupid that they're just like, God damn it, he's got like a good point here.
Yeah, you just go like, hey man, look at yourself, look at the friends you're with. They don't want this. I don't want this. My friends don't want this. We're having a nice night here, and we can definitely turn this vibe around with just an attitude change.
And I got to be honest, I think it starts with you. I think it starts with you, and you got the potential for it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be here to help you along the way, because I'm not a foe. I'm a friend.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
But if you want, we can go get some pho later. People say pho, but it's really pho. If that's what you're into, I'm down too, man. What's your chopstick game like? Then the guy's like, I fucking think I love this guy.
Yeah. He's like, let me buy you a beer. All right, brother. Come
All
on.
right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Dude, I had this guy, I'm like driving home with my kids. I'm at the left-hand turn lane over here to get towards my neighborhood. You know the deal in LA. Left-hand turns, when it's red, you gotta go. Like you gotta make a couple cars when it turns red. But this guy, there's a window before it even turns yellow. He doesn't take it. I'm like, all right, now it's yellow. He's not going. He's not even out. It's sitting there, and I give him a little bap bap. A little like, hey, let's get it moving, you know? And he just goes like this, out the window back to me.
Wow.
I follow him home. He pulls in his driveway. I'm at the end of the driveway. He gets out of his car, and I go, what are we doing, man? And he just comes walking to my car. I go, we're neighbors. We're neighbors. I'm just telling you to speed. I just want to make the light, man. You don't have to give me the finger. I go, my kids are in the car. And he's walking towards me. And he just drops his shoulder, and he goes, I'm sorry, man. I know. My kid's in the car, too. I don't know. I go, hey.
I don't know.
I go, hey, I'm Jay. And he goes, I'm Brian. I go, how's that? And I look at his bumper sticker, and I go, and you're from Boston? I go,
Yeah,
"Me
of
too."
course.
And he goes, I'm sorry, man. I go, dude, I live right down the street. We don't need to be doing this. And he's like, yeah. And I go, all right, man, have a good day. My kids are in the back. We pull off. I go, you see that, guys? We always have an opportunity to change.
Yeah, conflict resolution. They go, Dad, we're 20 minutes late to soccer.
Now, I could have got dragged out of that car and beaten in this guy's driveway, but...
At the end of the day, whatever Coach Peterson tells you will not compare to the lesson I just taught you right here.
Nah, they don't know what they're doing over there.
They don't know what they're doing, man. You ever thought about being like a coach? Like you played baseball at St. A's.
Yeah.
You thought about coaching out here?
Yeah, I used to coach. I used to have practice one field over.
Really?
With my kids, yeah, I did Little League. I was the worst. I was terrible.
Why were you so bad?
Because I get so annoyed at these kids. I get so frustrated, I'd just be like, all right, everybody run to that tree and back. And then I grab another dad. I'm like, am I being too much? I had a game plan. I had a 60
Just
minute.
run to the tree.
They could see how like annoyed I was. I'm just like, oh God, you guys suck. Just like, they were too young and they didn't care. Like, dude.
No, I don't care. Yeah.
I want kids who care. Like, then I could do something with you. But I did 3 years with my son. He did T-ball, then 5-pitch, then whatever. And he was good. Like, he could hit, he could throw. His catching was all right, but like he always made contact. He just wasn't. He cared about like hanging around other kids and just being a kid. Mm-hmm. Neither of my kids play sports. My daughter does cheer, and she loves it. And I'm like, that's enough. Like, if you just love something, that's all I care about.
You want to hear my theory is why like kids don't even stay in sports anymore?
Yeah.
I think that we put too much emphasis on like scoring teams and like AAU, the outside stuff, dude. I think about, dude, I started specializing in hockey
Yeah.
like when I was like 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like not good for me. I think,
No,
dude, Denmark.
Tom Brady still says, he goes, kids should play 3 sports. You shouldn't just be playing one sport.
Yeah.
You should like, every sport is going to help that other sport.
Exactly. And I think,
What
man,
about Denmark?
well, Denmark, they don't, for every sport, it's all like community-based, but they don't take score.
Yeah.
They don't have set teams or travel teams up until you're legit like 14 years old.
Yeah, it's all money, man. It's all money making.
Yeah, it is.
My son, so my kids don't play any sports. I tried soccer with my son. He doesn't like the competition. He's like, no, he's like, you know, he likes golf. I take them both golfing, and they both have clubs, and we get out there. And my daughter's never wanted any sport. They do not like to compete. They just want to be like supportive and helpful, you know? It's wild.
But like then, like when he gets 14, if you just stuck with it, because it's like, oh, we're not keeping score, I'm just having fun with my friends.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. Like in soccer, he was the one who was like, you ever see a young kid soccer game? They all just huddle around the ball, and it's whoever's the most aggressive
Gets it.
And my son is like, he would always like back up. My son is like, oh, do you want to go first? It's always, that's who he is. And I'm like, I don't care. We do Legos, and he does drums. You know, and I'm like, these are the things, and he reads like crazy. I'm like, I'll support whatever you want, bro. So, but he has a friend who's like in soccer, and I remember at preschool, they were playing like on like the little thing, and this kid, he would be going down, head up, down the field, distributing, and I remember saying to his parents, like, he's unreal, dude.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I know. And they're like, every game they were keeping score, always counting, and I was just like, why? Are you telling them? I'd be like, hey, how was soccer? I'm like, it was great. They lost, you know, but they'll get better. They got to step it up. And I'm just like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah.
Just get them out there having fun.
One kid pooped his pants.
What are you going to do?
What are we going to do?
Fucking poops.
Poops and shits.
You ever poop your pants?
Of course.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman. It's never happened.
You know what I've noticed about myself, and I don't know if this is like God shining down on me or anything, but whenever I'm out for a run and I have to take a shit, I'll always find a porta potty in a neighborhood.
That's how you think God is shining down on you?
A little bit.
Dude, if at any point you think like, man, I'm really growing, think about what you just... Dude, this is what the chicks would be like, I fucking like a guy like this. He just grab you by the back of the head and just that's... Yeah, God was really shining. Imagine on a first date, you're like, God's really been shining down on you. And she's going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be something really nice. Like, yeah, I went on a run the other day. I needed shit. I found a porta potty in the backyard of a construction site.
And I hopped the fence over too. Most of the time they just leave the fence like, split together and I just split it open. But
chains, yeah.
With the chains. No, I'm really good at that though.
Finding a place to
Finding a place to shit when I'm on a run.
Yeah. Do you run every day?
No, but I mean, you don't think that's like God shining down on me a little bit, saying like, hey buddy, you're a good guy.
Nope.
This is a little reward for being nice to people.
Not at all. I mean, yeah. But I mean, I think...
No, I mean, you said no.
But I'm thinking back now. But I think
you
God,
can just say no. You
think,
can just be like, I think that's stupid. Because you already did just kind of do a diatribe on why it was stupid.
I don't know. Maybe just reach higher. That's all.
Higher for what, man? I feel like that's a great, that's the most emergency situation. You're like, I'm already, dude, you ever dude, there's nothing worse than being sweaty on a porta potty, man. God, I remember.
First of all, there's nothing worse than just being on a porta potty.
Emmett's grimacing right now.
Who wants to be in a porta potty in general? What are we at Coachella? I don't want to be in a porta potty anywhere.
Brother, I was dating this girl. We went up to the Portland, Maine craft beer festival. 90 degrees.
Listen, I do her nice.
I'm crushing IPAs like you would not even believe. I'm talking dark stout ales.
You got a place to stay up there?
I was staying at her parents' place.
Nice.
And man, then I was like, let's get the lobster roll. You know lobster roll.
I love
butter
lobster roll.
Central though.
Yeah.
So I mean, cut to, I'm absolute luggage, and I go, I gotta take a shit, dude. Walk into.
Hold on a second. That's how you talk to your lady? Hey, dude, I gotta dump a shit.
That's not what I said. No.
You just said.
I said that's what I thought.
Okay.
I said I'm absolute luggage. I gotta take a shit. I walk into the porta potty, dude. I took off all my clothes.
You George Costanza?
Yeah, I went butt naked in the porta. I went butt naked. It felt like I was in a Swedish sauna.
Oh, because you just That's what happens sometimes with people when they gotta go. They start sweating.
I was dehydrated. I was full of lobster roll, and it was.
Up in Maine too, they must have packed that thing.
Oh, it was nuts, dude. I mean, I'm over there being like, "What was the inspiration behind your amber ale?" I'm like, just fucked up. Like, yeah.
How long do you date?
Your parents died? No way.
Were her parents there?
Yeah, they were there.
At the festival or just at the
Yeah,
house?
her parents were there. They were at the festival. Great family. Shout
dads
out,
love
shout out
you?
to Jenna.
Are
I name drop everybody on this podcast. I don't care, dude.
Are you friends with all your exes?
Yeah, define friends.
Well, you're name dropping her. I mean, I hope that you guys are tight.
Yeah, we're all right.
She's not sitting at home watching this on YouTube with her boyfriend like, fuck Alec.
She hasn't talked. No, I haven't talked to her in a while. She's fine. She doesn't give a fuck. All these girls in Boston, they live in a different world. They live in the world of like Seaport Sundays. You know, I'm going to Equinox. I'm going to do my bar class. It doesn't
That is
matter.
not the Boston girl I grew up around.
No, you have to understand it's a different level of like fake bougie where like the girl might have grown up in Wilmington.
Yeah.
But then she she moves to the South End and now she thinks she's somebody else.
Well, listen, let her
Emmett
grow.
knows what I'm talking about. Emmett, where are you from?
Western Mass.
Yeah, you know.
Where?
Williamstown.
Dude, that's actually a wonderful place. You grew up near Williams College.
Yeah.
My brother lives in Northampton.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Have
Yeah.
you been up there or no?
I performed at the Calvin Theater once, opening for John Panette. Remember John Panette?
Yes, I do remember, dude. He died.
He did die, but I'll tell you this, man. I had never seen anything like this. This man, John Panette, slayed for an hour. Crushed. Came off, chugged a water. I go, do you want me to say goodnight to everybody? He goes, no, I'm going back out. Did a curtain call, and then did like 10 minutes of like his greatest hits, and the place went apeshit for him. And I was like, wow.
A curtain call.
Curtain call, dude. And they waited. It's not like he said, I'll be right back. He said goodnight, and they all waited and he went. I was like, I've never seen it since. I've never seen it with anybody. And I've opened for some big names. No one goes back and does a curtain call like, all right, I'll give you the food buffet bit.
I mean, I think that's the move now. We got to start doing that.
Of course. You're hosting at the Improv. You're like, this next comedian, they come out, you're like, hey, one
Yeah.
sec, why don't you hop off?
Oh my God, now he's barefoot.
Yeah, this guy's really going next
This
level.
guy's out of his mind.
He's next level, man.
Yeah, last night I'm in between people. I just would go like, all right, I don't know how much time I have left medically, so we're gonna bring up this next comedian. I'm just fucking around.
How was it? Was it sold out?
The lab was the first show was sold. I think no, not the first show was. Second show wasn't. It was like the Netflix showcase. So like the thing I did last year, I was hosting for it this year.
What was that?
It's like for their introducing like taped series. Yeah.
So it's like their premium blend / live at Gotham?
Yes.
Got it.
Premium blend / live at Gotham. Yeah, it's like their tough crowd.
No, but like, do you know what live at Gotham was?
Yes.
Before that, it was premium blend, where like you got like 6 minutes, and this is how they introduced young comics, and then they dropped premium blend, and they started live at Gotham, became the
And
new.
this was
like,
all on Comedy Central.
Yeah. So now Netflix, is probably doing their thing. Like, how do we introduce young comedians?
Yeah, man, it's sad that Comedy Central is like gone.
It's gone. What do you mean, kind of? It's gone. I mean, The Daily Show is the only thing that really keeps. Maybe South Park. Is that still on
South
there?
Park does rule.
Yeah.
I've been on a South Park kick recently, which is kind of like we've been talking about dating. I don't think I've done myself any favors on this episode. South Park ripping off microwave doors.
Ripping off microwave doors. Reading Sports Illustrated.
Babe, I'm sorry. That last episode where Cartman got in trouble just really fucking freaked me out.
But you.
It's like
This is also LA. It seems like I don't know. 27-year-old men and women aren't like looking for their long-term partner.
I don't think we know what we're looking for in general.
But I feel like in other cities, Denver, you don't think 27-year-olds are like looking to find someone and get into a committed relationship?
Denver's even worse.
Really?
Denver's Peter Pan syndrome through and through, because it's just, not only is it guys that like don't want anything serious, they're delaying anything serious to do more extreme mountain sports, to have more time to like hike and snowboard, which is in and of itself kind of sad.
But women are doing the same out there, right? Everyone is like
No, I
adventure.
think the women out there are just kind of like, look, I know I hold the mantle as like coolest girl in my friend group from Wisconsin, but like I would love a husband.